I'm back on again with another disturbing truth. And I already told you, by the end of this pandemic, a lot of people gonna wake up. You see, the people that don't move, those are the people that actually brain dead in this devil earth. And I'm gonna break down something and show you right here with the so-called vaccine. What gonna happen when that vaccine so-called hit? When they so-called come out with the vaccine, what you think gonna happen? Did I tell you it's gonna be mandatory? Let's watch this news clip right here and see what they're talking about when the vaccine so-called hit. And I already told you, between September next month and the end of the year, they're gonna have it. They have it for the people. You better wake your ass up. Run it.
We race to develop a coronavirus vaccine. Some major questions are emerging. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. A lot of people are wondering if the government could force people to get it.
You think a lot of people thinking, I already know people. You think they give you this big old pandemic for nothing? I'm gonna ask you a question. If they're mandatory mask, wow, the people just stupid. If they're mandatory mask, what they're gonna do with the so-called vaccine? Remember, they tell you that the mask is mandatory because you're gonna give the virus to somebody else. Just listen to me, people. What they're gonna do when the so-called vaccine hit, they're gonna make it mandatory. You can't do no business without it. Just like they tell you with the mark of the beast. Just remember, I tell you, you can't get in back in public. You can't do shit. You can't go in their business place. Just like they do right now with the so-called mask.
Could people who refuse get banned from stores or lose their jobs?
There you go. Banned from stores or even losing their job. What job you know you can go on right now without the damn mask, tie up your face, or even a face screen? What you think, people? The people just dumb. These are questions that you shouldn't even ask. You know 100% the vaccine gonna be mandatory for everybody in the world. Not just America, everybody.
D10 News anchor Eric Stahl spoke with a legal expert to get some answers.
Legal expert.
Imagine a world where you have to get vaccinated and show proof.
Imagine a world, people. Because remember, you can imagine anything right now in this twilight zone. For those of y'all people who take life real easy and thinking that everything was going to run A-OK, all smooth. You're dumb as rocks. There's no way you should have feel like that in the satanic world. You feel comfortable until they hit you with a bam.
Show proof to go shopping, board a plane, or just go to work.
There you go. The same thing they do with your mask and every other restriction that they give you. They stand strong on it. They're not easing up. You think you can go in the so-called stores now without a mask? You go a problem with them. I'm telling the people that, yes, I'm exempt from wearing the mask. They're still looking at me crazy. Like they don't even know what the fucking word mean. I tell you, when this vaccine presented to the people, everybody gotta take it basically. Especially the dummies, they're gonna fight for it.
It could happen, says University of San Diego law professor Doug Fox.
There you go, Fox. His name is Fox. And of course, he's the one who gonna tell you right now what gonna happen with the one-eye symbol post up in the back. Pay attention to him.
Less intrusive ways. They can limit access to schools, or services, or jobs. If people want
Remember, they limit access to school already with the so-called vaccines that they already give you. A lot of kids can't go to school unless they so-called have their shots. It's the same thing, but only this one right here, this vaccine 2020, you don't understand. That's the mark of the beast.
don't get vaccinated, they can force them to pay a fine or even lock them up in jail.
There you go.
Those measures have been
Pay a fine or even get locked up in jail. That's gonna be a serious mandatory vaccination for the masses, the whole wide world. They're not gonna play with you. They want everybody to take it.
adopted in other countries like France, but not so far in the United States.
There you go.
It all dates back to a
That's what they say about a lot of shit until it come knocking at their door. I already told you, Twilight Zone style. Don't take nothing lightly.
Supreme Court case in 1905. The court held that Massachusetts could fine people for not getting vaccinated against
See that?
smallpox.
You see that? Smallpox is another one that they put together for the dumb masses, just like the measles. What you think, people? You think the measles is a deadly virus or a disease that killing people? They make that shit up 100% in.
Case became the basis of vaccine requirements at schools
There you
across the
go.
country.
There you go. What you think, people? What I tell you? I tell the people, but they won't listen. Every 100 years they do the reset. That means every laws you know it gonna change. This is how they do it right here. And they're gonna bring in some new one that gonna shock you. You never get it. They passed that shit in 1905 after the so-called breakout of the smallpox. They passed it that everybody gotta get vaccinated. What you think? This is one of them they're gonna pass right here with your fake virus.
Found that when medical necessity requires it, the public health outweighs the individual rights and liberties at stake.
Just last year, New York City passed an ordinance fining people for not getting a measles
You
vaccination.
see? You see? And I already told you when I did the videos on those measles and flu outbreak in America, what I don't tell you. I tell you it's a bigger agenda. And there it is right here with your coronavirus vaccine. That's what they got for the masses. That's why they fake the so-called measles return. That's why they was talking that shit about the flu going around, killing all these people this year. What you think? All set up for this fake virus.
But there's a big difference between what states have the power to do and what Congress could
Yes,
do.
and at the end of the day, none of them have no power. They're all puppets. The power is the elites that control everything that moves. Remember that, people. Why you think everybody getting money? It's not only in America where they're handing down money for so-called stimulus, paying the people to cooperate. What you think? The whole wide world is involved. The one world government give you the one world order with this lockdown pandemic bullshit.
Question, separation of powers, Commerce Clause question.
Professor Fox says a federal vaccine requirement would probably get shot down by the current Supreme Court based on a 2012 ruling on the Affordable Care Act. That means
Don't worry about no Affordable Care Act. They're wicked. These people that run in the show, you never understand. That's the definition of evil. A lot of people don't understand what evil mean. Evil don't mean somebody would walk up to you and kill you in the street. That don't make that person really evil. You see the people that sit there and contemplate and coming up with new ways to kill you slowly, like the elites doing. That's evil for your ass right there. You see like what they do us right now with a fake pandemic and a fake virus. Of course, this is evil itself you're looking at. Just to bring out their new laws, they're gonna stick you with this needle. This is evil. That's what you need to understand. You ever ask yourself what is evil? Watch what they're doing to the people.
we could have a patchwork of different vaccination requirements in
There you
different
go.
states.
There you go.
Professor Fox says states would need to allow exemptions for people with legitimate medical risks like
You hear that? Exemption to people with legitimate medical help, but they don't understand. When you can't breathe in the mask, you're supposed to be exempt. Not everybody can breathe with something tie up their damn nose. What kind of shit is that?
pregnancy, but not exemptions for other reasons.
See?
Religious exemptions,
Wow.
ones, have largely been overridden in the name of public health.
However, Professor Fox
Wow.
says recent protests over face
Wow.
coverage show
You see what it is though, people. I told you in the last video, they have to make everybody seems like they have the virus. You see that? I'm asking you a question. You sit there listening to the mag. Do you have this fucking virus? The answer is no. So when you go out there without a mask, why would the government find you and say you're basically putting people at risk? Putting them at risk for what? If you don't have the virus. That's why I tell you, those shit can never stand in court if they give you if they basically give you a fair chance. You understand me? Because you don't have the virus, that means they can't charge you to endanger others. It's bullshit.
there's a big risk of a backlash here. Just because states
They
have
know
the
what they're
power
doing.
to
Look
require
at them.
vaccination.
Every fucking thing they're holding a sign. Everybody's dumb. Of course they can't talk. Their mouth tied up. They can't breathe. That's why they hold the sign say I can't breathe. But I tell you, you have to hold a sign if you tie up your mouth. Because of course we can't hear shit that coming from you no
Doesn't
more.
mean it's the best public policy. Derek Stoll, ABC 10 News.
See,
And legal
this is
experts
how
say
they
that
do
private
it.
businesses would have the authority to fire workers who don't want to get vaccinated.
You hear that? Don't worry about it, people. They have the power to tell you to fucking leave your job and go home. Right? They have the power to tell you to stay in your home. They have the power to tell you to go get tested. They have the power to do every fucking thing. They're the one who have you tie up your damn face with the mask. So what do you think they're gonna do when it comes to the vaccine? They can have you do anything in the name of fear. Why you think they scare you? Now they can have you do anything because you're scared to die. Wow, bam.
我注意到，在美国也会有一些网友甚至攻击您，说
Now take a look at this sodomite they call Bill Gates right there in a purple sweater. Every time you see him, he's nothing but a mask wearing punk on the masses. But with this so-called Chinese guy right here, why take this guy to so-called let this one answer about the conspiracy that people have about this one with the fucking vaccine? Why? Why somebody in America that speak English couldn't ask him that? I told you already, they're running mind games and the dumb people. Now you gotta fucking, caption it. Come on.
我注意到，在美国也会有一些网友甚至攻击
Being
您，说
attacking
并
the
不是
US.
送您疫苗的这个验证过程
There
中
you
出来的
go.
您在用什么样的心态面对这
They
个事情？
call it conspiracy because people can see through the Bill Gates. I'm gonna ask you a question, people. Is conspiracy because you can see to him? No, that means you're smart. The dumb people is the one who buy the Bill Gates and this dumb vaccine that they're selling the masses. I told you it's a mark of the beast. They use a sodomite to sell it, and you can tell he's a puppet. What you notice about a puppet when you see it? The hands move while it talk. That's how it is, people. What you think? Wow, it's a puppet.
I'd say it's
Look at the hands.
To take somebody who's doing their best
There you go,
to
Freemasonry.
get the world ready and putting in my case billions of dollars into these tools for infectious diseases.
You hear that, people? He put billions of dollars into these tools, basically for infectious disease and all. Remember, this supposedly be a computer geek, the one that so-called come up with Microsoft. And I told you, the only thing he come up with is this fucking fake look that they got for the dumb masses. He never come up with the fucking Microsoft. It's just bullshit to put him on. You understand? Who using Microsoft? How did he come to be the richest man in the world? By creating Microsoft, and now he branch off into infectious disease and so-called vaccines. People just stupid, just work for the government. Any agenda the government have on the table, that's what the Bill Gates bring. You thought it was a computer geek? No, it's a damn sellout puppet.
Really trying to solve broadly infectious diseases, including those that
Why?
cause pandemics.
Why? And how the fuck you get to know about infectious disease that started pandemic? How the fuck you know about all that? This is bullshit right here. What did you study for in school? I thought you said you was a college dropout. Come on, people. This is bullshit.
But, we're in a crazy situation, so there's going to be crazy rumors.
Yes, you see?
I hope, whether it's individuals or countries, that in some ways this shows us how interdependent we are. That to stop a global pandemic, we need to find whoever's the best, whatever the best vaccine construct are.
And who is that? That's you? This is bullshit right here, people. I told you. You see what I showed you in the first part? What they're gonna do with the so-called vaccine mandatory. They're gonna basically lock up people. Not fine. You have to take it, period. Else you can't do no business. You basically have to be isolated from the rest of the world if you don't take the vaccine. That's what they got for the masses. That's why they pump fake the reopening of schools, to show you that those kids need the vaccine.
Best drugs, and we need to make it without just focusing on one country. We need to make it for the entire world.
Wow, you're making the drugs for the entire world. As you can see the pyramid right there on the hand sign. Who asked you to make drug? The fucking country that you're making it for? I'm telling you right now, if you leave it up to the people, don't use no scare tactics on them, because a lot of them is just brain dead to buy everything on the nose. But I tell you, you can't fool everybody with this Bill Gates right here. A lot of people already know he's here to sell the vaccine, the mark of the beast. 100%. That's what it is.
Including for countries that don't have the resources to pay for vaccine
Yes, so
research.
that's easy. The country that don't have resource to pay for vaccine, I never hear no country complain about no fucking vaccine. You hear me? They don't have no food, they don't have no resource, so you come in and you rob them blind, rob them of what they got, and basically kill them off with poison that you inject in their body in the name of vaccine. That's bullshit. And you see the Bill Gates, he's a devil puppet. 100%. They're the one who put him on to sell the masses this vaccine. Because of course you believe in him, because he's a what? A billionaire, one of the richest men in the world. You're dumb as a box of rocks. He's just a devil puppet. You believe he got that title? You believe it's for real? None of these fucking puppets got real title on. It's just to fool the dumb people. Bam on, I'm gone.